Welcome to Zisodel TV. Kindly subscribe, share, and like for latest updates and news.
Bowers Tower. The tower was built in 1936 in honor of Captain Bower. It was designed by Robert Taffy Jones, a British architectural engineer. Let's take a walk up the spiral staircase of the tower and get to the top, where we get a panoramic view of the city. Makbo Hall was built in 1925, located at the center of Ibadan. It was central to the British administration. It even hosts a political prison on the rooftop. Today, the hall still contains archives of pictures of past and present Obas in Ibadan and relics of chains used to hold tax evaders during colonial rule. While it still serves as a research resource for scholars, it is more utilized to host state events. From Makbo Hall, let's go northwest to Alayali waterfront, where you can go on a short cruise with the cruise boat, or take a canoe ride and just drift around the water for a while. Now let's visit a few built environments within Ibadan. As nightfall descends, you may be tired and want to call it a day. That's okay. You can choose to stay in any of the hotels and resorts the city has to offer. But just in case you have the energy for nightlife, here are some clubs to check out. Ibarakba. Just 95 km west of Ibadan is Ibarakba, the city of 7 towns, but it is the hills and caves that interest us. Let's go hiking. Idere Hills. You're rewarded with spectacular sights after a 4-hour hike. If you are lucky, you will meet musicians with their bata drums and they will follow you, singing your praises. Don't get tired yet. We will be making one more stop here in Ibarakba. This time we will be visiting the Igbaolofi Rock and Cave at Lanlate. Next stop, Ogbomosho. Ogbomosho may not have the hills of Ibarapa, but it sure has an ancient recorded history, which the Areago of Ogbomosho, High Chief S.S. Otolori, was happy to share with us.
Ogun oko Ogbomosho rí lẹ́yìn pé nígbà ogun Fúlàní wà àwọn 143 ni wọ́n sá wá Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ fún ààbò ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ padà sí ààyè wọn mọ́ láwọn olóyè bíi baálẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ padà ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan wọ́n tún dúró l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ náà ni.
The modern palace is built at the same spot as the palace of the first Ṣàngó Ògúnmọ́lá, and his palace still stands. Right in this palace lived what is believed to be the oldest tortoise in the world, Alagba. The tortoise died in 2019 at the age of 344. And to further buttress efforts of the people of Ogbomosho land to preserve history, there is a Heroes Arcade which features bust sculptures of past heroes and heroines from Ogbomosho and Nigeria at large. We have 2 more steps to make, so let's move on to Okeogun zone. We will make stops at 2 towns in Okeogun. First, Igbeti, and we are back to seeing picturesque hills like this one. Is anyone thinking of a destination wedding on the hills? This is the Iyamakpo Hill, known for the annual Iyamakpo Hill Climbing Carnival every Easter Monday. We also have the Agbili Rock and the Yamakpo Caves. We move on to Ado-Awaye, and it's time for another hike. This time we're going up the Ado Hills to see the Iyake Lake. Would you like to know how the suspended lake got its name? Let our tour guide tell us.
Èmi kọ́ Ọlọ́run ni. Ọlọ́run ló fi sẹ́ràn mi, èmi kọ́ Ọlọ́run ni. Odò yìí ti wà láti ayé. Ọjọ́ hóhó ló ti wà ńbẹ̀. Ní nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run bá dá. Àmọ́ ìyá kan bẹ. Ìyá tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ yìí. Ìyá yìí wá ọmọ títí kò rọ́mọ bí o. Kí n má fọ̀rọ̀ kún kí gé kékeré. Ìyá yìí gbọ́rọ̀ odò yìí. Ó sì ń bọ̀ wá sí ìlú tí wọ́n ń pè ní ìlú Adó. Ìyá yìí dé eré òkè yìí, ó bá omi yìí ńbẹ̀. Ó sì wọnú omi yìí lọ. Ìgbà tó kó sínú omi yìí, àwọn tó ń gbé òkè yìí ti mọ̀ pé àwọn ti gbàlejò. Irú àlejò wo ni? Ó jẹ́ obìnrin. Wọ́n fún ìkàn kéjì gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé àtijọ́. Wọ́n pè, ó sì sọ̀rọ̀. kí ló sọ ó ní òun ò rọ́mọ bí ni láti gbà yẹn òun náà dòrìṣà ló fi di pé wọ́n fún ní ìyá ké tó bá tásìkò tó nídìí nǹkan tó yẹ kó gbà yóò ké.
Our final stop is the zone with the most ancient history in Oyo State. The zone the state is named after, Oyo. Oyo is home to a UNESCO heritage site, the Old Oyo National Park. In the dry season, you are able to explore this heritage site and have access to the ancient ruins. But during the raining season, you will be content with seeing relics in the museum and some of the animals. Let's go to Sogidi Lake, where we have a lake with fish that are never cooked or eaten. We also stop by the museum at the Alaafin's Palace. Here, we see more of the culture, including this car, which was driven by the Alaafin Shiyobola Onikekpe Ladigbolu, who reigned from 1911 to 1944. These are just a few of the many tourist sites that you can visit when you come to Oyo State. Wherever you choose to go, you can be assured that you will have authentic and immersive experiences. So, what are you waiting for? Wouldn't you rather come, see, enjoy Oyo State?